Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool cam. It's going to be a very easy repair. It should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the instructions, the retaining clip, and the new cam. The main reason you'll be changing out the cam is if it became damaged, either the slide where the other piece goes is damaged or the shaft where the knob goes is damaged. In order to do the repair, we have to open up the refrigerator door. In order to get the part out, we have to take out this control panel section. It's held in by 4 screws, and we have to take this trim off the front to get the other 2 off. They're 1/4-inch screws, so we'll do the back 2 first. Alright, the next thing you have to do is take a small screwdriver and pop these knobs out. And then we can go ahead and get behind this front trim and pop it off. Be very careful when you're taking it off, you don't want to break it. Now that we have the front panel off, we can take out these 2 screws to get access to inside. Now that we have the 4 screws out, we have access to all the parts inside. Alright, the cam we're going to change is underneath these 2 screws, so we have to take them out. They're both Phillips. With the screws out, we can lift the cam assembly out. Here's the old cam assembly next to the new cam. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we can put the new cam in, we have to swap out this bracket that actually holds it in place. It just pulls off, and then they want you to replace this little spring tension mechanism. It has some little teeth on it, so sometimes they're sharp and you may have to pry them off with a screwdriver. When you put the new one on, make sure you push it all the way down. And then we can put this piece onto the new cam. Now that we have the cam assembled, we can put it inside the refrigerator. Alright, to put the cam back in, all we have to do is set it in place. When you put the cam down and before you put the screws in, make sure that the cam part of it is actually in this little cutout on this piece. This piece goes all the way back to the damper assembly, which opens and closes depending upon where you turn this knob. So now that we have it in there, all we have to do is put the screws in. Now that we have the cam installed, we can put the control panel back together. All we have to do is lift it up into place and put in the 1/4-inch screws. The 2 with the big washers go underneath. And then we can put the control panel back on. It hooks in on the bottom. These grooves right here go right into these slots, and then you push it up and snap it into place. Alright, the last thing we have to put on is the control knobs. Remember the one with the funky back is the refrigerator control. On the top is the narrow part, and on the bottom is the wide part. So we're going to make sure this narrow part goes towards the top and the wide part is towards the bottom. Wherever your control happens to be lined up, it may be a little bit different, but you just have to look in there to see. And then on the freezer control, it's just a D-shaped knob. So we're going to get the flat right there and match up the flat and put it in. And you just want to make sure, since we took this all apart, you can turn these to make sure they spin freely, and then set it to whatever you want for your refrigerator. Now that you're done repairing your refrigerator, you can plug it back in, make sure that it starts to cool off, and that the temperatures return to normal. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.